Another CSS element, we're going to add two more to your repertoire this week, is background image. Basically allows you to put an image in the background, such as the name suggests. So you can actually have it in the background, and then you can put text in front of it, such as you can see here. As opposed to when we use a normal image, just the img tag, they cannot, I mean, there's ways of making one on top of the other, but you'd have to use like a different property. But they share generally the same space by default. Background images do not. There's a lot of other weird advantages with them. So for instance, like if you wanted, I can't save the background image as opposed to a regular image, which you can. So there are certain properties you can apply to it that regular images do not have. They can be a little tricky at times. So I have examples of background images here, and this is the corresponding code. So by default, when you use a background image, it will automatically tile and repeat. So if you use a small background image, you'll just see it go over and over again from left to right and up to down. You can choose whether it's explicitly to repeat it. You can tell it to repeat X, and you can tell it to repeat Y. And I didn't put it in here, but there's also no repeat. So you can also tell it that you do not want it to repeat. Right here, no repeat. But for some reason, I forgot to put it there. There's also no repeat. You can do background attachment. So you can do fixed, which just means that as you scroll, it will stay in the same space. So I don't know if you'll be able to tell here. Maybe you might be able to do it. You might be able to see it at home. But this one, as I scroll, slides behind, and it gives it sort of like a 3D feel. It could be kind of a neat idea. So that's another one. There's also background position, so top left, bottom right, yada yada yada. And then you can just do background shorthand. So you can see, like, here's an example of how you would do background shorthand. Okay. The big thing you really need to know is that you have to do a URL, and then you type in the quotes and what have you. So uniform resource link. I don't know why it's not consistent, like href versus source versus URL, but they're different for some reason. So that's the background image.